So the best way to solve a problem is in most cases actually not to solve the problem. It is better to eliminate the cause, the roots. We need to cut off the roots because the roots, the cause, is what in the first place created the problems. The problems are just the result of the cause. And for my personal life, it was like this with many things. Like one good example is alcohol. Like I had a lot of problems with alcohol, especially like the last years. Now I stopped drinking since more or less the beginning of the year, like since 1st February. I stopped drinking. But before, like I had like a long phase, like it was many years where I decided to drink too often. Alcohol itself, yeah, it was the problem. But I then asked myself, like after some time, what actually is leading to this problem or why I have this problem. And it's not actually that I'm like addicted to alcohol itself. Like in some way, maybe we could argue about that. Like that is like addiction to alcohol. But also the more intense addiction is like what is behind it. So because I was not drinking because I loved alcohol or something. Actually, often I even like was kind of disgusted from alcohol. I barely liked the taste, and also like the hangovers the next day, like really heavy hangovers. It really pissed me off. But the reason why I started drinking was always when I was not feeling good. I guess like 99% of the answer is I started drinking because I wanted to compensate something with it, like stress and traumas and all these things. As long as I don't take the cause away, the alcohol problem is only basically like solved for a while. No problem exists only because it exists. There's always like a reason behind it. And whatever you have, like I don't know, maybe also alcohol, maybe some other drugs, maybe gambling, whatever it is, maybe even you can stay like in a relationship or in a friendship when you know actually, yeah, this friendship or this relationship is like a toxic one. But somehow you cannot leave that person. Why? Here again, the problem is that you still stay with these toxic people. The cause, the root of that problem can be you don't want to be lonely, or you somehow have a hard time to make important, heavy decisions in life. Can be also the cause, and this causes leading to this result. And this is this is with everything. And by the way, I'm preparing some chicken here. I got like 1 kilogram of chicken for like 8 euros. It's a really good price. Basically, it costs like 12 or something. One fun fact about that is I started to buy this year this what's the name, like freezer bags, because I don't know why, like for already like 5 or 6 years since I'm 20, 21, I always had like my own household. I had like 5 or 6 years to find out that I can use these things here. I don't know why. Like I always was annoyed because I needed to, like when I bought like this big portion, for example, right? When I always like bought like 1 kilogram, then and it expired, like because they put it on discount when it's almost expiring, but then you can buy it and just like put it in the freezer so it lasts longer. So then I was buying, for example, like 1 kilogram of chicken, then I directly ate maybe 300, 400 grams, and then I put the rest into the freezer, to eat it some time later. So, but what always annoyed me was then when I took it out of the freezer, I could not separate the things, the chicken pieces anymore, because it was like frozen, like one big block. So, and then I needed to prepare the remaining 600 grams or whatever, and then it was too much, you know. And now, finally, after so many years, I somehow found out that I can use this freezer bags here to separate them, the pieces, before I put them in the freezer. And I can really not explain for what reason I couldn't find this out earlier. It is really confusing. You notice, like, you learn something about life somehow like really late for, and you cannot explain why, and it was like a so obvious thing, but you needed like years to understand something. Better late than never, right? Yeah, so back to the video topic. Whatever problem you have, of course, cure the symptoms. Like, I mean, you should remove the symptoms, the problem itself, but you also need to remove the core, because otherwise the symptoms, the problems will always appear again and again. I mean, look, if I would jump out of this window here now, there's a high chance that I could break my legs. So the problem is, my legs are broken then, but actually the main problem is that I'm so stupid and jumping out of the window. So if in the future I would still jump out of this window, it doesn't matter how often my legs would get fixed, I need to remove the core problem, my stupidity that I jump out of the window. I mean, it's a really weird example, but you understand. So yeah, that's the thing. Oh, and by the way, I don't know like how to close them. I mean, I cannot see anything here how to close them. I don't know, like this. Do you make this like this? Just roll them? I made like a roll now, you know. I don't know. And then just put it like this into the freezer. That's amazing. That's cool, actually. I'm really happy about that. I love to learn new stuff, you know. No, I don't know. Sometimes the most easy things are the most hardest for me. And things which are considered really hard and difficult, I have an easy time with it. It's this, I don't know. You know this also? It's so easy, you just put them in some plastic bags, roll them in, and then they are separated. Ah, and by the way, look who is visiting me today again. I made like a video with him yesterday. He was already there. I don't know if it's the same one or a new one. But yeah, he's chilling there. I will continue separating my chicken here now. And I hope this message today could help you. And then I hope I see you in the next one.